On Saturday, July 15, 2023, popular Instagram model and influencer Augusta Osedion was found dead in her boyfriend's house in Aja, Lagos. There was no one else in the home and her phone was missing. Beside her body was a note police suspected was left by her killer. She had suffered several stab wounds and her body was already decomposing when she was found. A deeply tragic end to a beautiful and promising young woman. This is the case of a young Nigerian influencer who showed the world beauty, fashion, and a soft life. But behind the pictures was a toxic love story spiraling toward tragedy. Augusta Osedion Uwagwagbe, popularly known as Austa, was a 21-year-old student of Leeds City University in Ibadan, Oyo State. She was beautiful, glamorous, and stylish. Austa was a rising Instagram fashion influencer with over 100,000 followers. Her Instagram page reflected glamour and luxury. In December 2021, she started dating Benjamin Best Inanyerogo, popularly known as Killaboi. On Instagram, he was known as Killaboigram. He was a young man whose life also screamed extravagance. Benjamin, just like his girlfriend, loved to display his flashy lifestyle online. He presented himself as a blockchain developer and crypto trader and claimed he made over 300 million naira from sport betting. He drove luxury cars, flew first class, and posted photos of himself in private jets. Benjamin and Austa were a power couple who portrayed a soft, picture-perfect life, often going on lavish dates and vacations. They flew private planes and went on shopping sprees together. From everything they posted online, their lives and relationship were going smoothly. But what no one knew was that there was trouble in paradise. According to Austa's mother, it all began on July 11, 2023 when Benjamin created a fake Instagram account and pretended to be someone else. He used that account to message Austa, asking if she could stop by when next she was in Lagos. Innocently, Austa replied yes. Instead of letting it go, Benjamin picked up the phone and called Austa's mother, accusing her daughter of agreeing to a hookup. Not long after, he locked Austa out of her Instagram account, the same account she used to earn money as an influencer. Her mother quickly stepped in, and after some back and forth, Benjamin finally released the account. When mother and daughter spoke again, Austa confided in her that Benjamin had threatened her. She said he even swore on his mother's grave that he would deal with her. Austa's mother mediated between the young couple and believed all was well. But days later, Austa's mother, Cordelia Okonye, started to notice something rather strange. The thing is, even though her daughter was responding to chats on her phone, each time she tried to call her, there was no response, which was not like her. Due to the unusual silence, she contacted Austa's roommate, Oyindamola, on July 15. Oyindamola told her that Austa had gone to her boyfriend's house in Aja, Lagos on July 12 because of a quarrel they had had previously. This came as a shock to Cordelia Okonye, Austa's mother, because her daughter usually discussed things with her. Oyindamola led Austa's mom to the boyfriend's house at Oral Estate in Aja. When they got to Benjamin's house, the gate was locked, but Austa's Mercedes-Benz C30 was parked in front of the building. Even though the air conditioning was on, all the windows of the house were wide open. All efforts to gain access to the house proved abortive. By then, Austa's mother had a gut feeling that something was wrong. However, her brother, who also accompanied her to the house, encouraged her that her daughter would be found alive and well. With neither Austa or her boyfriend in sight, they invited the police, who forced the door open. Austa's uncle went inside with the police officers and asked the sister to wait outside. When they got inside, they found Austa's decomposing body. Marks of violence and signs of struggle were detected on her body, which was later deposited at the General Hospital mortuary in Yaba for autopsy and preservation. There were also reports about missing genitals, but this was later refuted by her family. When Austa's mom finally found out that her daughter was dead and saw her body, she was utterly devastated. Investigations later revealed that Austa was killed in the early hours of July 13. But even after taking her life, Benjamin continued using Austa's phone to chat with her mother, pretending everything was fine. But every time her mother tried to call, nobody picked up. It was due to the troubling silence, that uneasy feeling that pushed her mother to go to Benjamin's house. Days later, Nigeria woke up to a shocking confession online. On his Instagram account as Killaboi _ Benjamin admitted to the crime. He confessed to stabbing his girlfriend during a heated argument. He wrote that he got into an heated argument with his girlfriend at Austa _XS and mistakenly stabbed her and ran away out of fear. He also wrote that he would gladly pay with his life, adding that he was ready to turn himself in. Many thought he was speaking the truth. Some even begged him not to self-exit. But the police would later call that confession a deception, a calculated move to distract investigators while he made his escape. Behind the remorseful words, he was already planning his escape. 3 months after the gruesome murder of 21-year-old Augusta Osedion, the Lagos State Police Command declared Benjamin wanted. This was after exhausting all available options to bring him in. The police spokesperson, SP Benjamin Ondenyi, released his details. 26 years old, 5'9" from Abia State, dark in complexion, speaks English, Igbo, and Pidgin fluently. The public was warned that if seen, report immediately. But Benjamin was already gone. He had crossed borders and changed his name. Investigations later revealed that he had fled to Sierra Leone, where he reportedly spent $25,000 to acquire a Sierra Leonean passport and a new identity as Kanu Princeton Samuel. He was living freely in Freetown, going to clubs, smiling in photos, pretending nothing had happened. But on October 20th, 2023, Sierra Leonean police, working with Nigerian authorities, arrested him. Austa's family thought finally justice was close. But then came the twist. Just 1 month later, on November 26, 2023, a prison break rocked Freetown. In the confusion, Benjamin escaped. The man who had confessed to murder was free again. While he was on the run, Augusta's mother was fighting in Nigeria. She posted on Facebook crying for help. Her pain broke hearts online. For her, each day without justice was another day of mourning. But behind the scenes, her cries were heard far beyond Nigeria's borders. She played a crucial part in bringing justice for her daughter, revealing that when they discovered Benjamin was hiding in Sierra Leone, some members of her family gathered money to travel there and work with the police toward his arrest. Unfortunately, he escaped during the prison break. After months of chasing dead ends, Interpol took over. A red notice was issued, a global alert for Benjamin's arrest. That meant every police agency in the world was now watching for him. From West Africa to East Asia and finally to the Middle East, he kept moving using fake passports and new names. But there is one thing fugitives can't hide: their biometrics. I'm talking about fingerprints, face data, digital trails, and that's how Interpol found him again. By January 2025, Benjamin had found his way to Doha, Qatar. He was living under the name Toure Abdoulaye, using a forged Guinean passport. But in February 2025, his luck ran out. Qatari authorities, acting on Interpol intelligence, arrested him. Biometric scans confirmed the truth. Tura Abdullahi was actually Benjamin Best, the Nigerian fugitive known as Killaboi. In the early hours of April 19, 2025, a chartered flight landed in Abuja, Nigeria. On board was Benjamin, handcuffed, escorted by Interpol officers. The manhunt was finally over. Some of the items recovered from him were phones, jewelry, and 2 diaries, which the police say are crime diaries. The Nigerian police force released an official statement confirming his extradition, revealing that his capture followed months of coordinated efforts between Nigeria, Qatar, Interpol, and the Ministry of Justice. For the police, it was a win. For Augusta's mother, it was a small measure of peace. Austa's mother later revealed in a news interview that Benjamin beat her daughter up on their last vacation, but told her to lie that she had fallen. She described her late daughter as her sunshine and said the pain of losing her only daughter has been unbearable. Kindly share your thoughts and comments about today's case in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.